재활용 쓰레기통에 숨었나? 그렇구만. 이제 어떻게 하자? 어떻게 하지?
What do we do now?
Now we wait for the guards to clear out so we can make a break for your time machine.
Hey, it's my mom.
엄마가 뭐 어떻게
Hey.
끌려가나?
Don't talk to her. She could give us away.
Where
드로리안은
is the
어디
DeLorean
있는데?
anyway?
I had the wreck towed to my secret lab near Clayton Ravine.
Clayton Ravine, as in Clara Clayton?
Why is that significant?
Well, Clara's kind of supposed to be your wife, so yeah.
Fascinating.
그래?
Shouldn't we go help?
Once we go back and change history, none of this will ever happen.
오,
I guess.
싸대기.
What the heck was Edna doing to you back there?
She was trying to rebuild my personality from the ground up, erasing the parts she didn't like.
Harsh.
오, 아버지.
All right,
짱쌤.
Dad. No offense, Your Honor, but why'd you marry Edna anyway? She's kind of crazy.
Yes, now. But back when we were first dating, her manners was tempered by an ironclad sense of right and wrong. At least, that's how it seemed to me at the time.
뭐 그때는 어쩔 수 없었지 뭐.
Mom, Dad, no!
They'll be fine. Once we repair the time stream, none of this will ever have happened.
I guess
그래.
you're right.
그렇게 되기를 바라자고.
Looks like the coast is clear.
자 이제 나갑시다.
Great, let's go fix the DeLorean.
I'm afraid I'll have to do that without you, Martin.
What?
왜?
Why?
Well, from what little I understand of time travel, if you help me rebuild the time machine, your presence in the repair efforts could cause some sort of temporal paradox after we return to 1931.
So what am I supposed to do? Just hang out here in Bizarro Hill Valley until you fix the time machine?
Exactly. But don't worry, if things work out according to plan, you won't even notice I'm gone.
You know, for a second there, you sounded almost as confusing as the real Doc.
See? We're making progress already. See you soon, Martin.
Good luck, Your Honor.
가자마자
Oh,
바로
you
이게
might
오는 거
want to
아니야?
stay off the streets for a few seconds.
Stay off the street. Citizen Brown? Emmett?
내 뒤통수에 바로 날라오는 거 아니야?
He's not coming back, you know.
What are you talking about?
Emmett, without me to guide him, he's almost useless.
과연
Before
그럴까?
I found him, he was a miserable failure who never finished anything. But with me to inspire him, look at what we've built.
You
박사님,
think you've
당신이
inspired
없어도 잘
Doc?
해낼 수
I'll have you know that
있었지.
without you, Emmett Brown is destined to build a time-traveling DeLorean and a flying time train.
Preposterous. Emmett couldn't even build a dog feeder without me to guide him.
Yeah, well, he did that too.
응?
Yeah,
박사님이
you
나쁜
inspired him,
주관으로
all right.
붙이겠잖아.
Inspired him to turn Hill Valley into a bunch of uptight dorks.
I wouldn't expect a delinquent like you to understand.
Not the only inspiration of Doc's life, you know.
의미는
In my
그
timeline, he married one of the
농민이거든.
sweetest women of the 19th century.
Sweetness. Yeah. Emmett needs discipline to stay focused. He's so easily distracted.
Okay, Your Honor. Starting to get a little concerned here.
그래 왔구만. 박사님. 어?
It worked! Ha-ha!
어떻게 된
One
거야?
second I'm in the present, the next I'm 6 months in the past. Amazing!
6 months? It took you 6 months to repair the time machine?
6 months, my family fortune, and a sketchy deal with a gang of Libyan nationals. But it was all worth it for this moment. Ha-ha!
Emmett, don't do this. You need help.
Oh, blow it out of your exhaust, poor dear. Now that I've escaped into the past, your pack of divorce lawyers can't...
어?
Mark, how long have you been waiting for me?
A couple of minutes, maybe?
That's curious. I set the repair time circuits to arrive only a couple of seconds after I left. Oh, well. I'm sure there's no need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits.
그러면 좀 안 맞을
Here.
수가 있겠는데?
What's this?
Clothes for our trip. We can't have you traipsing around 1931 in that ridiculous outfit.
Wait, our trip?
You didn't think I was going to let you erase the worst mistake of my life without my help, did you?
같이 가면 안 될 것 같은데 내 생각에.
Fine, leave!
아이 보내놓고 뭘 또 가만 안 두겠대.
I run this town!
네, 근데 지금 어떻게 돌아가는 거야? 이 박사님을 데리고 가도 되나?
Time circuit set for
Whichever
August
is
26, 1931. You ready to go, Your Honor?
Call me, Doc.
됐구만. 이제 과거로 돌아가는 거야.
This is where I last saw him. You, teenage you. You were headed this way, arm in arm with Edna.
Luckily, my erstwhile wife was never the type to kiss on a first date. If we work fast and stay focused, we can see to it that our relationship never moves beyond the hand-holding stage. Well, will you look at that? The old town theater.
그렇지. 그런데
What about it?
I haven't thought about this place in years. The missus made me tear it down back in '71. Said the movies were corrupting the younger generation. It was all nonsense, of course. I spent countless evenings here in my youth, and it never turned me into a hoodlum. Say, remember Public Enemy? Why, you dirty rat, no good yellow-bellied stool?
흉내 잘 내시네.
Never did manage to see Frankenstein, though.
신보면
You're
되잖아.
going to. That's what we're here for, remember?
Right, of course. The film that was supposed to set off a chain reaction in my imagination, inspiring with a notion that would launch my scientific career.
You've still got no memory of what that notion was?
근데 지금
그거,
박사님이
it happened
보시면
in the
되는 게
brain of a
아니고
different Emmett
프랑켄슈타인은
Brown.
저기
Emmett Brown now
젊은
erased by the
박사님이 봐야
shifting
되잖아.
sands of time. Luckily for us, I do know something about my own brain, having lived in it for the past 70 plus years. Once we get my younger self re-inspired by that movie, nothing will distract him from his proper... Great Scott, will you look at that?
The town square?
It's just like I remember it, only dirtier. Oh, the old courthouse.
Come on now,
그렇지.
Doc, you need to go inside and check it out. First rule of time travel, Doc, never allow your other self to catch sight of you. It could cause reality to collapse or something. Right behind you. Don't peek. Go on. I'll let you know when you're gone. And don't forget, you're Carl Sagan,
The billions and billions guy?
the suspected arsonist.
Huh?
어?
Go with it.
자, 에미티를 다독여서 프랑켄슈타인을 보러 가게 하자. 에밋.
Michael!
그래.
You do show up at the oddest moments. Where have you been hiding?
네가
Well,
만든
you
주장
know,
나오겠네.
here and there, you're a little hard to pin down yourself. I went looking for you last night, but...
I believe I was off entertaining a beautiful lady.
응?
You know, I never really got a chance to thank you.
Well, I'm sure you would have escaped Kid on your own.
Kid? Oh, sure, I'm grateful for that, but no, I'm talking about Edna. It's funny to think of now, but until that crisis, I actually thought Edna and I disliked one another. Imagine!
그랬어. 첫인상 거짓말
well,
안 해.
sometimes first impressions are right. The thing is, you shouldn't let Edna distract you from, you know, the business at hand. Finishing your project for the expo and going to see Frankenstein.
Oh, pshaw. I'm far too busy for movies these days.
But,
And as for my project, it's practically done.
the
뭔데?
rocket car?
The rocket car? Boy, are you out of date. I've junked a rocket car.
But
More trouble than it's worth. I'll never figure out a propulsion system that does what I want it to do. And besides, its social utility is practically non-existent.
그러면 번뜩이나
You'll figure it out,
있으면
Emmett.
돼.
You only need a bolt of inspiration, that's all. Maybe if you went to
The mental alignment meter is a much more worthy project.
the what?
It was Edna's idea, and she's really been cracking the whip to get me to complete it in time for the expo.
Emmett, I'm a little confused here.
이제 만나지 하루
What
됐잖아.
day is it?
Why, it's opening day! The opening day of the expo! Which reminds me, I'd better skedaddle back to the lab. If Edna catches me dawdling, there'll be heck to pay. Catch you around, Corleone.
October 12th. Doc?
큰일 났어. 법원으로 다시 들어가자. 날짜가 안 맞아. 안 맞아서 너무 안 맞아. 엉뚱한 데로 날라왔다고.
Come to think of it, it is a bit brisk for all.
Oh, we're 2 months late. The expo's about to start and Teenage You is already in over his head with...
I always did have a tendency to plunge into things.
Let's plunge into the DeLorean and get to the right date.
No, it's far too risky. Remember how I was late picking you up in '86?
Yeah?
That should have been a tip-off. Something is horribly wrong with the time circuits, and the problem appears to be getting worse. If we try to jump now, we could find ourselves stranded in the Cenozoic age. Or worse, the Mesozoic.
Then we're stuck?
For the time being, I'll look into the problem and see what I can do. In the meantime, you can go to work on the other problem.
Right. I'll go to the lab and see if I can talk Teenage You out of...
Impossible. If young me is already as infatuated as you say, you're not going to be able to talk him out of anything. Believe me, I remember.
정신이 맞지
Better to
않죠?
focus on the more clear-headed half of the couple.
마이드나를
Where can I
공략하라고.
find her?
Where do you think? I'll drive. The DeLorean should still function adequately as a means of conveyance in the first 3 dimensions.
저거 아사 맥플라이 아니야? 아닌가?
You were right. There she is.
My soon-to-be ex-future wife is nothing if not predictable.
Do I really have to talk to her? I mean, couldn't I just hang out until you fix the time circuits and...
아이고.
I'll talk to her. You better get the DeLorean out of sight before someone...
Hey, you! Quit blocking the drive! All Car of the Future contestants need to report to the North Tent!
Why not?
그럼 되지. 오케이.
Good luck!
이게 엑스포니까. 자, 저쪽으로 한번 가보자. 아사 맥플라이. 그래서 뭐 하고 있어?
Hey, Artie! Officer!
Officer,
Right. Don't blow your cover.
will you please keep your mind on the task at hand?
아유,
Can't
진짜
talk right now.
신경질적이야. 이 아가씨.
Spell it B-R-O-W-N. It's not exactly an obscure name.
어?
I still don't see it on the list. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the love... Let me try this one more time. This is the Hill Valley Science Expo, right?
맞는데?
First annual.
Indeed. The purpose of our fair is to showcase cutting-edge technology.
그렇지.
That's right. And to burnish Hill Valley's reputation as a forward-thinking community.
And yet, you want to exclude the maker of the most revolutionary breakthrough of all.
It's not that I want to, but... Oh, dear.
Mr. Corleone, you
그래.
do pop up at the oddest times. What are you doing here?
너 혼내주려고 임마. 무슨
I need
비리를
to-
막으러
Whatever it is,
왔지?
I hope you don't have to deal with Mr. Stonewall here. His sole function seems to be preventing people from accomplishing their business. Honestly, with him keeping the books, it's a wonder the Tannen gang got as far as they did. Have you seen Emmett?
말 좀 하자. 이씨.
Yeah, just now, in the town square.
Oh, then you've heard all about his big breakthrough, the mental alignment meter. Isn't it exciting? And to think he didn't even realize the import of his discovery until I pointed it out to him. I've never known anyone like him, so oblivious to his own potential.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about Emmett and his potential.
Funny, I didn't spot it myself at first. In fact, for the longest time, I thought I didn't even like him.
Yeah.
첫인상이 제일
You know, those
중요하지.
gut instincts are important. If you disliked him right off the bat.
Oh, but I didn't know him then. Now I know him inside and out.
Yeah,
얘는 좀
but
이제
I
헤어질 때
appreciate your
됐는데.
concerns, Mr. Corleone, but I can take care of myself. I know what I'm looking for in a man, and it so happens Emmett fits the bill to a T. That's Emmett Brown. Rhymes with clown, which I'm beginning to think you are.
Just a simple mix-up, I'm sure.
I've no doubt of that.
한번 깝깝하다 진짜. 여기 돌아보면 뭐 있을까? 트럭.
It's not as nice as my truck back in 86. Jeez, I hope I still have a truck back in 86.
그러게. 차로. 차로?
The brown place is on River... Wait, I wonder how Doc's...
남자. 남자.
Hey,
Yeah?
when does the expo
Not till
open?
tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the ground.
아 진짜 완전 신경질적인
You got
사람들.
official business here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, stay out of the way of the workers. You look familiar. Do I know you?
나한테 술 취해가지고 꼬장 부렸잖아. 이 아저씨야. 정문.
Yeah?
When does the...
Night.
못 들어가. 오케이. 그러면 박사님한테 가볼까? 드로리안.
I'm not sure if I've learned everything I can from Edna. Doc's right. If we want to break Edna and Emmett up, we'd better approach it from Edna's side of the relationship.
아직 에드나한테 뭔가 더 들어야 되나 봐.
You said that Emmett fits your bill of requirements for a man.
Yes?
What would that list be exactly?
You'd make a good reporter, Mr. Corleone, you know that? Well, his physical appearance, for one thing. Emmett may not be Clark Gable, but he cleans up surprisingly well. I gave him my grandfather's white suit to wear at the expo. Oh, you should see him in it. He looks positively radiant.
그렇구만.
Looks good in a suit. Got it.
And he's completely devoted to me. That's important. I've got no time or tolerance for playboys.
그래.
Faithful as a Labrador. Check.
Thirdly, and most important,
Yes?
well, his mind, of course. It's brilliant, and it's virtuous through and through. His own mind map shows him to be a model citizen.
Good brain. I see. And if it turned out that you were mistaken about any of these qualities,
Say, what's your game?
just curious, just
그래,
trying
그냥
to
궁금하고
understand the
싶어서.
female
알고
mind.
싶어서 그런
Well,
거지.
understand this. I'm not some faint-hearted girl who'd run away at the first hint of trouble. I've made a big investment in Emmett. Not money, but I've sunk all my ambitions into him. I'd have to be thoroughly disillusioned before I'd call it quits with Emmett. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Now, Mr. Cub Reporter, is there anything else?
자, 됐어?
That's so...
Very
이 정도면 됐지. 어?
Hey,
아줌마.
Audie, you see my Oriole?
You mean this?
Yeah, thanks.
아, 뭐 여전사야?
She gets to come and go freely, and I'm forced to wait. I love it.
자, 에드나 눈에 에미티가 바람둥이처럼 보이게 해라. 트랙시. 여기 있다. 트랙시.
Say, aren't you the fellow who...
Got you to turn
그래.
on Kid Tannen? You bet.
You look younger without your mustache. That was a dirty trick, you know, making me think Kid had gone and iced Audie.
I'm sorry, but it was the only way I could...
Ah, forget about it. I'm trying to. Yesterday's in the past. That's my motto. You gotta live for today.
그래,
Right.
이해해줘서 고맙고.
So what are you doing down here anyway? Do you wish to pull the levers that control the future?
그건 또 뭐야?
At the expo, silly. Technology for a better tomorrow and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually why I'm here.
자, 에드나 질투심을
Listen, I've got
유발하게.
a proposal for you. I have this friend, right?
No dice. I'm only seeing Audie now.
It's not like that. See, my friend's in a relationship with Edna Strickland.
Oh, poor schmuck. I wouldn't wish her on anyone.
Then you see where I'm coming from. He won't listen to reason, but I thought she might call it off if she thought he and you were, you know.
Ah, you are an evil imp, ain't ya?
Sometimes a guy's got to resort to underhanded tricks. What do you say?
Sorry.
왜?
Edna might be a pill, but if I play dirty tricks on every dame who disapproves of me, well, I'd play a lot of dirty tricks. Besides, such stunts are beneath the dignity of Techni, Muse of Progress.
테크니.
See you, Trixie.
From
그러면은 뭘로 설득해야 될까? 잠깐. 잠깐만. 돼 있는데.
to all who approach these hallowed halls.
좀 그딴 대사 좀 안 하면 안 되나?
What's cooking?
Ideas.
뭐하지?
Up here.
아니다.
See?
자, 에덴한테 가서 직접 말 걸자.
Back again, Mr. Corleone? What can I help you with?
I was
What can I
thinking.
help you? 에미티에 대해서
You
저만큼
say
알지
you know Emmett is a
못하네요.
model citizen, but you don't know him as well as I do. Did you know he once cheated some Libyans out of plutonium?
Plutonium? What would Libyans want with plutonium? I'm sure he had a very good reason. Emmett's mind map demonstrates conclusively his brain is oriented toward virtue.
I
트릭시랑
found out about Trixie
얘기해봤다.
Trotter.
Yes?
Apparently they made her some sort of queen of the festival. Techni, the muse of progress.
They didn't. Well, they said this expo would give Hill Valley a reputation. I didn't realize this is what they meant.
What have you got against Trixie?
It's the idea of it, allowing our city to be represented by a woman like that.
왜 경쟁자로
I won't stand
생각하고
for
있는
it.
거야?
As a socially conscious citizen, I demand you discharge that muse.
Trixie? What's wrong with her?
Oh, she's hardly qualified for an honorific post at a public event.
Look, lady, she fits the costume. She's an American citizen, and she managed to memorize all her lines. What more qualifications do you want?
할 말이 딱 없지 이제.
Oh, these people are impossible.
트릭시를 잘라버렸어.
Why do you want to get Trixie fired?
One simply can't allow women like that to attain positions of respect in society. It creates a very bad precedent for the future.
Does
왜?
it?
But try telling it to this poor sap. She's got him completely steamrolled. That's how they operate.
Is it?
Still, I could get her discharged if I had the goods on her. No doubt a woman like that has left a trail of scandal, and I'd find it if I were still a reporter. But I haven't got time to do the legwork now. I'm too busy with Emmett and his invention.
그렇구만.
So you wouldn't
Trixie
hesitate to
자르고
get
싶어?
Trixie fired from her job?
If I had the goods on her. She's obviously got her employer completely bamboozled. The only way to snap him out of his spell would be to show him
야,
something
이부터
really
정신 차려.
shocking.
아, 이 아가씨 진짜. 이제 더 이상 말 안 해도 될 것
That's
같다.
all the questions I got.
Very well then. How about you? Have you got any questions for me?
No.
Then kindly let me pass.
I'm afraid I can't until I've located your registration form.
Oh, this is absurd!
진짜 우기기 대망이다. 자, 트릭시한테 다시 말 걸어보자.
What's cooking?
안 되네. 자, 힌트. 트릭시 당구